and let's talk to this guard.
Hold it right there.
Alright.
State your business in Rivet City.
Let's see. I'm looking, well, I'm here to do research on the city. That's the only...
Research? I can't help you there. But you're free to ask around inside. Just don't start any trouble.
Why did you, do you know about Rivet City?
I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now.
Thanks for the help. I don't like talking to douchebags like yourself. What? Who do you think you are? You tough? Alright, so we got Marketplace, closed at night, and then we have Stairwell. Let's go to the Marketplace. Maybe we can talk to some people in here.
Hello.
Hello? Why do you have stuff here if you want me to steal it? And who's saying hello? My wand.
Stay away from me! What do you want?
Oh.
Are you one of them?
I'm not gonna hurt you. What are
I
you
suppose
scared
it doesn't
of?
matter if I tell you. I used to be a slave. I saw a slaver on this ship. His name is Sister. I'm afraid he's after me.
Whoa. Don't worry, I would never turn in a runaway slave. Hey, it's none of my business. I'd never turn in a slave.
Really?
Slavery is stupid.
Oh, thank you. Can you help me? I've been so worried with him around. I can hardly sleep at night.
Here's 25 caps. Buy yourself a gun.
Thank you. I'll go to Flak and Shrapnel's just before closing. I don't have anything to give you, but I think I can trust you with a secret.
Okay.
If you ever go up north, there is a secret slave hideout called Temple of the Union. You might find them useful.
Okay. 25 caps for information and karma. I like that. That's information's key. I would pay money for information.
Yeah, Bell's
City
going to have to
security.
replace some tables and chairs.
Ooh,
Welcome to
Flak and Shrapnels.
This here is Flak and Shrapnel's gun shop. Pretty catchy, huh?
No.
Take a look around. If you see anything you like, I'll be right over.
Aren't you afraid someone will use your own guns to rob you? It's quite a selection. Yeah, let me see what kind of guns you have. I don't give a shit. Oh, ho, 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 mama. Wow. Let's take all your stem packs for one. Let's take all your 308. Let's take all your 44, because that's my favorite. Let's take all your 5.56. Let's take all your shotgun shells. I hope I have enough money for this. And we'll take your 32s. And I need 800 for it. I think we're past the point of this. Frag grenades, definitely. 2 hunting rifles. A minigun, we really don't need that. Sledgehammer, don't really feel like giving him that. Power, you know, I might end up regretting this later, but I feel like we're at the point where it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Let's see what we can give this guy. More money. I need to turn in that when we get to Megaton. Missiles for now. I think, yeah, we're not gonna be like big badasses, you know, carrying around all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm happy with that. We will accept, and yeah, we will give him a couple caps. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me.
Another satisfied customer.
Know anything about the history?
Afraid I can't help you, pal. Been here for years, but all I know about the history is that it's a safe place to settle down. Maybe Bannon can help you out.
Bannon.
I'm sure she'll just scrounge.
Race Bannon.
They call me Shrapnel.
Man, I love guns. I'm the better than a kick of a 44. I agree.
Ain't seen many of those around lately. They're tough to come by.
Thinking about buying some ordnance. Does he have the same stuff as the other guy? I believe he does. Let's go to armor. Meh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's about it for these guys. He doesn't have any aid because I bought it all. So we will exit. And ask you about the history.
History? Fuck if I know. Hell, fuck if I care.
Alright, thank you for your time. Alright. Let's talk to Potomac Attire. Oh, we'll talk to Bannon. Race Bannon.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member. I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers.
Alright. I see you're also a person of refinement.
Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business.
So why are you guys living on
It's
this
a
boat?
place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world.
Can I ask you about
Why,
the
I
history?
practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead end.
Whoa, that was scary.
Why, I
Almost lost
practically
the
set this
whole
whole place up.
recording.
When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead enders squatting in a rusted out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Hasn't Rivet City been a long... Oh, nice speech.
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
So you're on the city council.
Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes.
Whoever the Seagraves, you think he's a threat to your influence?
A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative.
We'll think about it. It's been a pleasure, Mr. Bannon. I say Race Bannon because it's from Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. It's a really funny show that used to go on Comedy Central. Let's talk to some more people.
I'll be right with you.
Angela.
Welcome to Gary's
Staley.
Galley. Can I take your order?
Why is this place called Gary's Galley? That's interesting.
It's named after my dad. He's a great cook.
It's hard to believe. So what's it like living on a giant
It's noisy,
ship?
dark, and smelly. But we're safe here.
Right. It's safe. Did the men here give you trouble?
You mean like hitting on me?
No,
No.
I mean hitting you.
Most of them are polite. Even the ones like Diego that I'd want to flirt with seem to ignore me.
So you and Diego in love?
Well, one of us is. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't even know I'm there.
Fortunately you can't force a man to... You're a woman, just seduce... That's such a sexist answer. Hashtag Gamergate. Hashtag just kidding. You're a woman. No, unfortunately you can't force it.
Especially if he is a priest with a thick skull. Well, I'm not giving up.
Right. Let me tell you
I heard
about...
the place was settled by mercenaries who used to scavenge DC, but I don't really know.
I better be going, Angela. There's my
Don't mind.
one.
I'd rather be alone.
May I take
just
your
now.
order?
Okay.
May I take your order?
May I take your order?
Coca-Cola, please?
Yeah, that's fine. She probably has stem packs, but I'm kind of running low on quick
Welcome
fix.
to-
Cindy can't
This
know
is
it.
a quick fix. I mean, that's the name of our shop. Polly and mine, that is. My name is Cindy. Cindy Cantelli.
Cindy can't tell you. Damn, you sound like you've been sampling your own stuff, girl. You do.
No. I would never do that. Polly does. Sample it, I mean. He's my deadbeat husband.
Right. Okay, let's just gossip about the people on the ship we just got here.
The poor dear. I wish there was something I could do to help her. That boy ought to just give her a tumble. It would be good for both of them.
A tumble? What is this? Your husband's an addict?
He's hopeless. I have to keep him away from the shop, or he'll rob us blind. One of these days, he's going to end up dead.
One of these days you're gonna end up dead! Dead! It's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm just, whatever. It's like
Well, I don't
one
really
of my
know, to
favorite
tell the
movies
truth.
of all time.
How does any city get started, really? But I've heard Bannon talk about how he was...
Right, so let's see what she has. Maybe she has stem packs. But we don't need that. The Aunt Queen pheromones, that could be handy for later, but it's time for me to leave, Cindy. I'll be back. Don't you cause any trouble. Door to Rivet City. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we will go in these catacombs. Who you? Who you? Who you? Who
Hey,
you?
good looking. How come you haven't bought me a drink yet?
Because those pigtails are like 2002. Here's 5 caps. Go pick your poison.
Now that's what I like in a man. Enough caps to buy a lady a drink.
Right. You get karma for that? No.
Can't help you with the history.
Then what are you like? What's your
You're
purpose
lost.
here? I'm okay. Whatever. Capital Preservation Society. Okay. What do we do? Do we get a quest or something? What are we on? Check the other sources to confirm it. Okay, so I guess we want to do the Capital Preservation Society here. Let's see. We got stuff here. Empty cabinets. A locked cabinet. Curious. Typewriter. Some old stuff. A door. Common room. Let's see who's... Broken terminal. Network connection. Dummy terminal inactive. Okay. Use a dummy. Nothing to check here.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Who the fuck said that? Ted Strayer. Let's
Ted
talk to this
Strayer.
guy.
You can chill with me if you want, dude.
Dude, sounds like a plan, man.
All right, you and me just hanging.
Hey, sure. Let me ask you about his...
Dude, I only just got here myself. Ain't nothing I could tell you.
See you later, Ted. Let's talk to him again, because I
Whoa.
feel like there's
What?
more. No, there's literally no more. We'll take a quick breather just to get a little... Boom. Okay, we're good here in these...
Stay chill, dude.
Stay chill, brother. Capital Preservation Society, St. Monica's Church. What's this? Science lab. We'll do that later. City
I'm looking
guard.
for
This
trouble
Capital
there. Have you seen
Preservation
any?
Society. That looks like it might be the place.
Everything looks okay here.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. There's posters and old world stuff and just junk. Who did this guy? Abraham
Quite an impressive
Washington.
collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
Yes, it's an interesting collection.
Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the great...
It's the Declaration of Independence, right?
Why, yes. Your knowledge of American history is quite impressive. What an amazing crown jewel in my collection that would be. The original document created by the people for the people.
For certain people. Not all of them. Hashtag slavery. Let me take a leap of faith. Do you want me to find it?
Indeed I do. Without the Declaration, the rest of these relics are almost meaningless. I must have it. Acquire the document for me, and you...
I'd love to be part of history and bring you the... Sure, let's do it.
Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives.
Well... Can you show me how to get to the
In
archive?
the D.C. ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Here.
Okay, so he put it on our... You know the history of Rivet
It's
City?
funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about the capital, but I really haven't got any idea about Rivet City itself. I can't see how important it is compared to the capital.
So I keep asking Bannon, but there's more stuff I need to know. A few questions about it. All this info. Where'd you get it? I'd like it... Yes.
Well, this is quite embarrassing, actually. I sent someone like yourself after the Declaration. She did some of the research for
Oh,
me.
shit.
But now I haven't seen her in a few months. I wouldn't worry about it.
Gosh darn it. What's the history behind the
On
document?
July the 4th in 1776, a group calling themselves the Second Judgmental
That's
Congress
wrong.
got together at Fort McHenry in
That's
Maryland.
wrong. That's wrong.
After a ceremony which ended with Paul Revere singing the famous battle
That's
hymn
wrong.
known as the National Anthem, the document
wrong.
was signed. From there, it was sent to England by plane, presumably,
wrong.
and presented to King George himself. Thus began the Evolutionary War.
Alright, that's completely wrong. What does it look
A
like?
piece of what was called parchment. Sort of a thick paper. It's no more than...
Right, let me ask you something else.
On-
Oh, okay, I clicked the wrong thing. Well, I've looked around. Well, no, I don't want to. Yeah, I'll
Remember?
go. I'm just gonna go because you're fucking ridiculous. Capital Preservation Society doesn't have shit here. And I think I saw that Nuka-Cola machine. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll just get out of here because it's kind of ridiculous. Do we want to? Where do we want to go in the ship? Because you can get lost forever in here. Science lab. I think we want to do this.
For the most advanced scientific center in
Whoa.
the capital wasteland, I find your...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes, yes, yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake. The technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
Oh, kiss my
Good to
ass.
see you.
Well, let's talk to
You
this
there.
guy.
What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you...
It depends. What are we talking about, man?
To the point. I like that. Well, as...
What kind of property? Let's cut the shit.
How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial...
Humanoids. Interesting. What does this have to do with me?
You're helping me I've tracked him this far. He must have done something drastic, like facial... It will be no easy task.
I'm not sure. We compensated,
Of
correct?
course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just...
Sure, I'll go find your
Excellent.
android.
Here, listen to this message he sent me.
What is this android
Forget
exactly?
everything you know about robots.
Any suggestions on
Like I
finding her?
said. Now, if you'll...
Do you know the history of
Looks
it?
to me like a giant boat ran aground and a bunch of savages moved in. History lesson over.
Alright. We're done with you. We'll talk to Anna Holt
Hey
here.
there.
Hi. Looking for my father. What do you know about the Zimmer guy?
He's from up north. He was bragging about how great it is up there. Yeah, great. They can't even keep tabs on their robots.
Ooh. Looking for my father.
Look, some of us are trying to get work done. Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr.
Okay, is Dr. Lee as smart as... We don't know how... See, that's the thing, is like... I don't know.
Dr. Lee, the new solutions will be...
Janice
I'm
Kaplansky.
Janice Kaplinsky, chief botanist.
What do you know about this Zimmer
Other than him
guy?
being an egot...
Nothing.
He's from the Commonwealth.
Know anything about Rivet City's
If
history?
it hasn't got to do with the science quarters, I'm probably not the...
Okay, I'm looking for my
I
father.
did see a man talking to... She's already in... You should...
Okay, seems like this Lee lady, this Dr. Lee.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
What? You know my father? Have you
Well,
seen him?
yes, of course I do. Don't you know who I am? I suppose James never told you. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your father many years ago. Your mother as well, in fact. You'll have to forgive me, this has all been very stressful. What with your father suddenly showing up here after being gone for so long. You have to understand that we put all of that behind us. Project Purity, our work, all of it. We've moved on, even if your father hasn't.
Where is
You
he?
mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here.
No, woman.
For that matter,
Shit.
aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
This isn't about me. I left the vault to look for him, actually.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you.
Well,
Well, you
tough
won't find
shit.
him here. He's come and gone already.
Tell me where he's gone.
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay, where's this old lab?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Crap, we saw a bunch of super mutants there. That's a lot. There's a lot of options here. What kind of place is this Rivet City?
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
Nice. Can you tell me about... do you know about the city's
I
history?
can tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
Oh man, is there any way you can help me
Look,
now?
I don't want to be harsh. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish...
Come on, isn't there anything you can do? Fuck!
I'm sorry.
God damn it. Thanks anyways, bitch. I don't give a shit. Just kidding, you're not a bitch. What do you know about the Zimmer guy?
That man doesn't have you looking for his pet android, does he?
Can you tell me more
I
about my
suppose so.
parents?
I worked with them for several years until... What?
I never knew my mother. What was my father like?
James? He was very driven. He was focused on two things. When she died, I think...
Oh god, there's always this typical like this theme in like all like Western kind of Americanized things that the mother has to die, or there's a divorced parent, or some sort of single family thing to like make it more emotional. I really don't like it. It's a stupid theme that just keeps cropping up for like a cheap emotional plug. You can build emotional why did she die?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with...
It looked like we were in a great lab. Like, I'm sure you couldn't... I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough. Yes. Your mother was... Well, it was a shame.
You know what? Let's just talk about something else.
What? Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were... But then there were complications.
Remember this project you worked on?
Project Purity, we called it.
What's the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water.
Yum.
It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just... too much. Maybe if we'd had more time.
Or better equipment. Why'd you stop why'd you stop working?
You happened.
Oh, fuck.
It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore.
Yeah, let's talk about something else because that was really awkward. I have to go now.
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
Ooh.
Yeah, Belle's gonna have to replace some tables and chairs.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure she'll just
Oh,
grab
snap.
some from the lower deck.
Oh, no, she didn't. Okay. The marketplace. Oh, shoot. Let's see, what is this? The Capital Preservation Society. Let's just do that. So yeah, we got some basic...
Hello.
There's Garza. Let's talk to Garza.
Please excuse me. There is much work to be done.
What do you do around here?
I help Dr. Lee when she needs equipment moved.
Just help with heavy
I'm no
things.
scientist.
That's all you do?
We
Who's
have the most
Abraham
complete
Washington?
archive
You're an
of
idiot.
US historical documents in the wasteland.
Anything here? Or is this just another, like, empty room? Another empty room. Lovely. So we need to find more information about... What is this here? Oh, okay. Let's take this holotape. Let's take this Med-X. A decoration box, what the heck? Locked door, very easy. Not gonna do it. Just got here, don't want to cause problems. St. Monica's Church. Seagrave Holmes room. It's down here. Here's the city market. Everything must be closed tonight. So, let's check our stuff. We have scientific pursuits. Look for Dad in Project Purity's control room. Replicated man. Stealing independence. I think we need to continue with the Wasteland Survival Guide. And that's going back to Moira. We need to find someone who knows about the city's history. Whoa. So we need to find somebody who's... let's read the Science Lab Marketplace. I think we need to go upstairs or find somebody who's gonna know... Is this Science Lab? We just came from the Science Lab. I see people here, like a cluster of people.
Hey there.
Mr. Lopez.
Haven't run into you before. You probably wouldn't remember me anyway. I'm Mr. Lopez.
Why wouldn't I remember you, buddy?
Nobody does. I'm not very memorable.
Aww.
Don't worry. It won't be a problem for much longer.
What does that mean?
Just leave me alone.
There's Ted Strayer.
I'd rather be alone just now.
You always want to be alone, girl.
Stay chill, dude.
Gracias, amigo. Like, totally rad,
Hey there.
brother. Staley's door. Let's see what's going on here. Bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. Some sugar bombs. They're worth 30 caps, but that's... I don't feel like losing some karma right now over... let's go to the stairwell and go upstairs and see what else we can get to. Because the marketplace is here, right? Yeah, I don't want to go there just yet.
Hey!
Hey, it's
there.
Diego.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's.
Who is this Saint Monica?
St. Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday mornings. The sermon will be all about St. Monica.
There's a church in Rivet City?
Oh yes, Father Clifford conducts services every Sunday morning. You should come.
If you're the acolyte, who's the priest?
Father Clifford.
Just
The
answered the question
sanctuary is in
before.
the ship's fore.
Can I ask you about Rivet City's
I heard
history?
tell the place used to be run by raiders until someone cleared the whole place out. But I don't really know for sure.
I heard Angela Staley has a crush on you.
What are you talking about? I'm a man of the cloth. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
You're a fool to pass up. You're a fool to pass up love.
Father Clifford says she is my trial, my temptation.
Oh, this guy. We need to talk to him.
I must choose between her.
You know what? Goodbye, Diego. I don't make donations.
I am Father Clifford of St. Monica's Church.
Who is this Saint Monica?
She is the patron saint of lost children. If you want to hear her story, it will be the topic of my sermon.
I know you know something about this android from the Commonwealth.
It's true. They found him a place to hide. It's not easy. The Commonwealth always sends someone looking. Someone
ruthless and
They have been
determined.
searching for a surgeon and computer programmer. I hope that he must be important if the hunter is still looking after all this time. May God guide his footsteps. Be careful.
I think Mr. Lopez is suicidal.
Yes, I know. I've been counseling him for some time now. He used to go stand on the observation balcony all afternoon. He's down to only an hour or so at 3 o'clock.
Huh, so 3 o'clock. We'll deal with that. What do you know about this history?
Oh, it's not the past of the city that I dwell upon, but the future of its inhabitants.
Gosh, damn it.
But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Bannon
We
would
need
be
to talk
glad
to this
speak
Miss
with you on
Weatherly
the subject.
person. I need to go, Father Clifford.
Saint Monica.
Go to the upper deck. Let's check it out over here. Check it out, Bannon. Young stuff. So I guess there's more people here. The Weatherly Hotel. That's where we need to go. Because Miss Weatherly would make the obvious choice. Who's here?
You don't look so
Sister, that's you. Okay, let's talk to Janice. You're this doctor
Don't
from
even
before.
think of breaking into that.
Okay,
they
sister.
call me sister. Don't ask.
Jermaine, why do they call you sister?
Are you making fun of my name? It's a damn good thing for you.
Oh, really? You'd kick my ass.
You're bothering me. Do I look like someone who cares?
You got things to do.
So
Let's see what else.
you're bothering me.
You got things to do, bitch. I don't like you. Where's this Miss Weatherly person? Is she sleeping?
Bye.
Ooh, let's talk to the Robo, Mr. Buckingham.
Welcome to the Weatherly. Mr. Buckingham at your service.
Who's your owner, Russ Bucket?
I serve Miss Veer.
What is this place?
This is the Weatherly Hotel.
What do you got? Well, guess he's got stuff. He's got some packs, and he's got nothing important. So that's all for now.
Evening.
Ooh, okay. This is it. We're gonna talk to her. Okay, she's not here. Instant. Well, doesn't look like they're. Oh, what the hell are you doing here? All right, let's talk
Welcome
to
to the Weatherly Hotel. I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly.
her. Have you heard any interesting gossip?
Well, I really shouldn't tell you, but have you heard about Polly Cantelli?
Ooh.
He's addicted to chems. His poor wife Cindy is at her wit's end.
So are there any rumors flying
You
around?
haven't heard? Angela has the hots for Diego.
Okay.
But since he's a priest, he's been putting her off. One of these.
Are there any other
They
rumors?
say Mr. Lopez is losing it. He stands on the top of the bridge tower for hours at a time, just staring out over the city.
Do you know about the history?
Well, I could tell you all about my hotel. But I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started.
What?
I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure. And I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path.
Is there anyone who knows more?
Actually, now that you mention it, Seagrave may know more about it.
Okay.
He's been here since he was just a boy, and I can't imagine anyone knows this ship better than he does.
I want to try the other option. Like, tell me what you've heard.
If it'll help, I once heard that this place was covered in mirelurks 50 years ago, raiding all around the city. Eventually, some poor soul they thought would be lunch fought back and cleared out the whole ship. He set up the city in their place. They say he was the first counselor for the upper deck and lived here to his death. Can't say I believe it a bit, but it's a nice tale to tell.
Interesting. I heard Angela, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. He keeps telling her no, but he also spends a lot of time.
That's weird. So long, Vera. Let's get the hell out of here. So we need to talk to this Seagrave person.
Hello.
But I think we've made a lot of progress so far. And I think I'm going to cut it off here. And when we get back, we are going to hopefully find more about what's going on here and start tackling these little side quests in Rivet City. Thank you all for watching so much.